Hello and welcome to Stretford Paddock. This is the Paddock Podcast. My name is Joe. I'm joined by Ronaldo Brown. How are you?
I'm all right. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing all right.
We never asked you back.
Talk about today. Adam McKolla's here as well. How are you?
I'm good.
And over in the corner there, Joe.
Put the single on.
Jay's new look. He's looking good.
What's happened?
I think you're looking great, Jay.
Thank you, man.
I like
Why do you
this
look
coat.
so different?
Nice coat.
I've just got
Nice
dressed up
hat.
in that for Christmas. This is my Christmas outfit.
It doesn't say you're out.
Christmas coat and
Joe
hat.
Pesci out.
Do a
Yeah, Joe Pesci.
TikTok, get ready with me.
Get his head blown
Yeah.
torched off.
TikTok, get ready with me, man.
Right, there's lots
We ran
to
out
talk
of Christmas hats, didn't we? So
Yeah.
Mac and Ronnie have got Christmas hats. You've got your usual New York Yankees one, and I don't even know whose hat this is.
I think it's Ronnie's.
This is Ronnie's hat, so
You look
this
good,
is
though.
my version of a Christmas hat. And then we went full Northern Quarter, so I borrowed Joe's coat.
He's got
Yeah,
a car
suits me.
hat, oversized.
He's looking good, man.
He looks
Yeah, he
suave,
looks
man.
as good as
I've looked
Taking
in
a
years.
lot of years off.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, man.
Look in my 30s now.
Yeah,
Yeah?
I seen that.
I'd
didn't see
say
it.
29.
29? Fucking hell.
yeah.
What's that?
No, just saying, agreeing with McKola that you look like the baddie from Home Alone.
Yeah, I do.
Marv, Harry.
Harry, innit?
Yeah.
Harry's the Joe Pesci in him.
Joe Pesci's got
Daniel
an
Stern.
amazing filmography, innit?
Yeah, he's been in some
Home
good stuff.
Alone to Casino to Moonwalker. To
Moonwalker. Forgot about that. I went to cinema to see
You're
that.
good, man. You've
Yeah.
never seen Moonwalker?
I've never
Michael
heard of it
Jackson
until you
movie.
just
It's
said
amazing.
There was a game on Sega as well. It was fucking class. And
Moonwalker.
There's one
Yeah.
bit in the
Is it
film.
anything to do with Moonraker, the Bond film?
No.
Yeah, it's a sequel.
It's to do with moonwalking.
Yeah.
And there's one bit in the film where they corner Michael Jackson, right? And he's shitting it. He's cornered by the baddies. Then he just turns into a car and drives off.
Sick.
It's fucking
There's a
sick.
cartoon bit in it as well. It's meant.
Yeah, with the rabbits
Yeah.
and all that.
So it's
I love
like a
that.
sort of Optimus Prime kind of.
It's a documentary.
Is it? Today there's a lot to talk about. We're gonna have a look back at the game yesterday. How we all feel.
Well, there's a Christmas
What are we
spirit out the
doing,
window.
man? Let's not talk
Hey,
about
forget
football
about it.
today. Like, I've done 2 videos already today talking about football.
But no one who's watching.
No one
this
wants to hear me
knows that.
talking about football.
Well, just
I'm losing us
you
subscribers.
can chip in with the other good stuff then. We're also going to talk about the little bit of a split narrative at the moment.
What's your
around
favourite
Man
Christmas film?
United. Home Alone.
Home
Is
Alone
it?
1 or 2?
Yeah, one.
Is Die Hard a Christmas
New
film?
York.
in
Never
your
seen
head?
it. Don't care.
You've never seen Die Hard?
No.
Seriously? Why are you
No, I don't
nudging
care.
him?
It's a Christmas.
I've
film.
seen it
okay.
a little bit.
seen it a little?
I've
bit?
never watched it on purpose.
No.
Like, I've never gone, oh, let me watch Die Hard. And also, I'm sick of, is it a Chris? Who gives a fuck, man?
I also like.
Miracle on 34th
Holdovers.
Street's great.
Oh, the Holdovers is class.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Miracle on 34th
Sorry,
Street.
I've couldn't
great.
hold my phone.
Yeah, Miracle on 34th Street is good.
Alf, very good.
Elf's good.
Elf's funny.
Bad Santa, great.
Yeah, that's class.
It's good.
What was the one I said before?
Elf.
Start.
Love Actually.
Love Actually.
Home Alone 2.
Home Alone 2 is the best. Top one.
It's not as good as Home Alone 1.
Nah, because being in like the New York thing, I think makes that,
Yeah.
you know, it's good.
What about you, Ronnie? What's your favourite Christmas film?
Home Alone. Because you know why I haven't seen any of the rest that you've mentioned.
Really?
No.
Have you seen another Christmas film at all that we haven't mentioned?
I've seen a horror-based Christmas film.
What is it?
Black Christmas.
Really?
Any good?
Could have been better.
Why?
What's the horror of it?
It's like a good Christmas, white Christmas. The
Snow.
horror movie's Black Christmas.
Snow.
It's bad, that, isn't it?
I'd say so.
Typical.
Do you know what it is?
Hollywood.
I'm a horror film
Keeping
guy.
us
So
down.
I didn't know it's the little
It's my genre.
microaggressions and that.
Yeah.
we
Keeping us
don't
down.
know.
Hughes lot's fault, that.
Yeah,
Me.
Yeah.
typical.
You're the only
Black
American
Christmas, that's awful.
Yeah.
That's the last thing anyone wants.
scary.
Yeah, oh, no.
God.
White Christmas, that's mint.
Black magic.
Ooh,
Stay away
voodoo.
from that. Black ice. Don't drive on that.
Yeah, it's true.
Fucking
Black hole.
Yeah.
Yeah,
brown noise.
Yeah.
yeah.
Brown sauce.
Black
Yeah.
eye.
Black and Decker.
Not as good as B&Q. Exactly. It's not right, is it?
There you go. The defence rests.
It's a no further questions, Your Honour. Defence rest.
I don't know.
Double decker.
Yeah, double decker, exactly. Do you know what? There's loads of double deckers in our house. Double deckers, you couldn't move for them because they're the ones in the Heroes that no one likes.
I think they're right.
What, like?
We were talking about Star Bars earlier. They're fucking mint.
I never had Star Wars.
Sometimes I wake up at like 4 a.m. and I've got a bit of a. I need
Munchies.
some sugar.
Yeah.
It's just munchies. Yeah, that's what it is.
What causes them?
It's the munchies from my late night dabble.
Yeah.
And then
Star bars.
I'd munch a Star Bar, man. Like
What's in a Star bar?
Sometimes I just need a can of Coke.
You've had a Boost.
Oh, I love Boost. I had one today.
That's
Boost,
terrible.
but the central sort of fecal.
Fecal? Fecal?
That kind of fecal
In that shit?
core that it has.
Fecal.
Nah,
No, it's in fecal
nah.
shit.
Yes.
You can't be describing anything edible.
Fecal?
No, it's got that textural kind of fecality to it.
How do you know what fucking fecal
Tastes
texture is like?
Picked up dog poo.
Oh, right, no, I have as well.
But that central fecality is peanut
I don't think
flavoured.
fecality is a nice way to describe
It's not peanut
bar.
flavour.
It is peanut.
It's not like peanut butter.
No, it's peanut flavoured, I said.
Nuts in it and that.
Oh, is that? I
Star
like
bars
nuts.
are elite.
Right, I need to go. I
I
can't
used to love
believe,
Boost.
right, at the
Star
age of
bars are
45 years old, despite the fact of looking my 30s wearing his coat, I've never had a Star bar. What is the world coming to? Where's my sense of adventure?
I've never had one either.
Really?
I'm not a chocolate guy.
Bring some in.
Are you not?
Nah. Prefer sweets.
Dear, what's your favourite sweet then?
Skittles.
Sours?
Oh,
or
God.
something?
What a
Yeah,
poor
childish,
choice.
isn't it? No, it's true.
Skittle.
Do you know what it is? But even before that, I'd rather a more
shite.
cake donut guy.
All right, I
What
like
about
that.
the foreign
I like
Skittles, man? You get some good flavours in
Yeah,
there.
nice flavours.
Little wild berry piece.
Oh,
It's good.
mate,
Skittles are good.
exotic.
But you can't eat them too
Cosmopolitan.
long because your jaw
Yeah.
and your teeth start. Haribo's are good.
I like the Haribo sours. The Tangtastics, they're the ones I like.
You know what I've got now at home?
Tangtastic.
It's been there a while. I bought a big tub of fucking gummy bears from Costco. Right?
Another
Massive.
shit sweet. What's happening?
Gummy
Gummy bears are fucking great.
The two sweets
Gummy
they're
bears
literally
are
just
great.
sugar.
Gummy bears are elite.
No flavour. Sugar.
Which flavour?
But like they've been in the kitchen, so sometimes they get hot and then you just grabbing gloop out of it.
Yeah, no, that's not the one.
Are those the
Nice,
gummy
though.
bears that give you the munchies?
No. I don't eat sweets with that stuff.
I've never done that.
Smoke it like a fucking adult. What's wrong with you?
Standardised.
Oh, let's have a sweetie.
Yeah.
Grow up. You got some super chats. Michael Dyson, who's
Will you read that?
been a member for 46
Wow.
months.
Gotta
You
read
certainly don't because you don't get the laptop. Namaste, guys. It's Michael here. I've been a member for 46 months and my mum said I wouldn't amount to anything.
Ah, well
Look
done,
who's
Michael.
laughing now.
You've showed her.
My mum was right, eh?
Yeah. Thanks,
What?
Michael.
No. His mum was wrong.
No.
Yeah, he's been a member of Stretford Paddock community
Yeah.
for
Tell your mum to
46 months.
shut the fuck up, eh?
Innit?
Don't ever tell your mother to do that.
Am I
Always have
doing this all
respect.
wrong?
Always have respect for your mother.
Yeah,
Okay, that's fair enough.
that's fair.
Yeah, definitely. I respect.
No, but someone's mums might be a total bitch.
No, Michael's mum's alright though.
Yeah,
do you
she's
know?
sound.
Yeah.
What?
How do you know?
None of
Is
your
that who gave you that hat? Nikki says, fair play to Leacher. He would be a sweeper in the 80s or 90s. So good on the ball for a centre-back. Bit of a Lothar Matthäus about him.
Don't be
Class
reading
act.
football chats out.
No, we're going to be talking about football
No, we're not
today.
talking about
Yes, we are,
football
because it's
today.
a football
Yeah.
podcast.
It's Christmas.
That was a Christmas
Compared into a
wasn't it?
Ballon d'Or.
Yeah,
Super chat, you got to read it out.
bit
He
of-
was sat there in Christmas hats.
A bit of
Do you remember?
Matthäus about him. He didn't say that he's all Matthäus. He said a little bit. That's fair.
Mateus
You can compare two players of vastly different quality and say that they have a similar play style.
Yeah.
You can do that's
like I'm Bollywood Bex.
exactly.
Nice.
Do you know what I mean?
Basically the same player, but just
I think I met him in Qatar.
Just at different levels. Mick Holohan says, "Hi."
Matthäus.
Yeah, Steve did.
Lothar Mateus.
Lothar
Yeah,
Matthäus.
I
Steve
think
met
you
him.
met him.
But I didn't know who he was.
He's only young, isn't he? I was like 19 when Mateus had his last season, I think, at Bayern. Didn't he retire after the Champions League final?
Yeah, but you know who he is, isn't it?
Yeah,
He was an icon
I
on
didn't.
FIFA, so that should have been enough for you to
I don't
know.
know. I just feel a little
You
bit
don't play
sympathetic.
I don't
FIFA.
play FIFA. I don't play video games.
You never play FIFA?
I do, but not like.
Well, hang on a minute. That's
do,
completely
but-
contradictory to what you just said.
I do, but I don't. Do you know what I mean?
I don't play FIFA.
You know them ones?
play video
Do you not play videos? Yeah, I play FIFA.
Nah, but
Hang on a minute. That's the complete opposite of the point you've just made.
it's more the ultimate team route of playing. What was it?
Pro clubs was the
Clubs
best
and
thing
pro
about
clubs
them.
and
Pro clubs is
All
good.
my mates got old.
Did they? What? I had to retire?
No one plays anymore, innit? Because they're all fucking boring.
My friends-
I played
I'm the only
pro
one
clubs,
that doesn't have a life.
friends-
You're
play
quite
pro
good at
clubs,
FIFA,
yeah.
aren't you? You absolutely
pro
battered
clubs.
John Shin.
Oh yeah, but I was still. I haven't played
Imagine
EA.
hearing
Whatever the
that out
fuck's
of
called in like
context.
3 years. You want to play pro clubs?
I'll
with
play
me?
pro clubs with you.
Really?
What is that?
100%.
Pro
I'll be
clubs?
bothering you every night.
I'm up for it. I love pro clubs. It's where you
Two-man
play
team.
as a
He don't
single,
sleep in, by the way,
You play
so
as a single. I'm not
mate,
playing
hope you're
4 a.m.
awake.
with him. You play as a single person.
Right.
And, in theory, you have 11 players, each playing your position, and you only play.
Oh, so you're just that person, and
Yeah.
like
Right.
that one player?
Yeah, we'll make a club.
That's
You're
decent.
PlayStation, but you can do crossplay these days, can't you?
Are you good?
I'm alright.
I'm good at pro clubs.
See, I'm shit, so that's why I wouldn't
do you know,
want
I
to
can't
join.
imagine you being good at FIFA.
No, because
I don't know why.
Nah, but he's American, isn't it?
yeah, Americans are good at it. That's why I was impressed when he battered John Shin.
John Shin
got
was poor.
fisted.
John Shin was.
really
I was
Disappointing.
Celtic as well, and he was someone really.
I thought John Shin, he's a
That
bit younger
Atletico
than us.
Madrid
He's
goal,
American. he's in that sort of world, innit?
It was my
And
first game of the new FIFA.
He was 7-0. It was terrible.
Yeah,
Yeah,
rancid performance.
it disappointed me there, John.
In front of everybody.
Fecal
Yeah, it was
performance, wasn't it?
a fecal performance. Yeah, it was.
Mick Holohan with an absolute inside joke packed super chat here.
Go on.
Hi Joe and Jay, this is Babe Station. I would like my free Batman Arkham game, please.
Yeah, me and you on the brew the other day talking about Babe Station.
Gone down well, hasn't it, that, bro?
Me and Ronaldo just fuck off, shall we?
What?
Hi, Jay and Joe.
It's a super chat.
Fuck's all this about?
Cheers, Mick.
Super chat, you got to read it.
And Seamus Williams says, what takeaway would you compare Manchester United to?
You know that takeaway when you get home late on a Monday, and it's not like a Friday night or a Saturday night where everything's still open.
You know that takeaway.
You're ordering from somewhere you don't really want to order from. It's a chippy. You're ordering what you want to eat, really, but it turns up and it's
called
not
like
what
OK Pizza or something.
Yeah.
You know that takeaway
Portsmouth
where it
kebab?
gets a bit cold, so you put it in the oven to heat it up and you burn down your house. That one.
Have you ever seen that video?
That's what I compare it to.
Stood outside the kebab shop and he's so pissed he's eating his kebab through the box. Have you ever seen that video?
That's class. I haven't. That's class. So I need to see that.
It's not that bad, but you have to go through a lot of shit to get to it. Yeah, he's literally eating the box.
You know those places where everyone's got some place here you've only ever eaten in after like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
Have you ever then gone to one of those places in the daytime or something?
Oh, it's rough.
No.
Speedy Peppers in Worksop.
We got Spices
It
on
doesn't open in
Sorrow.
the day. It only opens at fucking
They're usually not
4
open in the day. Those ones that are open until like 4 a.m. at night.
They'll open at 11 o'clock, boy.
11 a.m.
Yeah, they'll be open
People
till
eating
5
that.
and they'll open again at 11.
People eating that midday.
They are graphic.
I went into one the other day and it was really bad. I went in and it was the only place that was still open on the high street, and straight away I noticed that the man in there clearly cut his own hair and he wasn't very good at it.
Stephen Ireland
It was
behind
like just like loads of bits everywhere. But not in like a he's ill
He
kind
should-
of way.
okay,
In like,
it wasn't
100% it
pulling
wasn't.
his hair
No,
out.
it wasn't like that.
It wasn't that alopecia.
No, it wasn't. It was shaved. It was stubbly.
Right, okay. But he just done a bad job of
He
it.
just done a terrible job of it. Barefoot.
He's barefoot.
He's in barefoot.
Well, how do you know he's barefoot?
Get out of
Because
there.
I'm stood at the counter and he's walking back to get to his pizza bit.
Ah, yeah, you're tall as well.
You've just woke him up.
He
Yeah,
obviously-
he just
before-
woke him up and he was mid-shave when you
Those
woke
ones
him
where
up.
they sleep upstairs.
He was shaving his head,
Yeah.
and you've come in the shop and he's like, "Fuck's
No,
sake,
well, here's the thing.
I've got to
Couldn't
go
find
and
it.
save
Couldn't find his
his
sliders.
Yeah.
When I walked in, there was two people
Yeah.
chatting to each other,
Right.
and no one behind the counter. And
Right.
they were chatting in front, and they were chatting for ages. And I was looking at them like, do we know when someone's going to turn up? And they're like, oh, it's chatting. And then it was one of the blokes chatting who worked there. So he would let me, and it was
How long was he chatting for before he saved you?
probably 45 seconds to a minute. Not
That
that
feels
long,
like
but
a
long
long
enough.
time.
when you
That's
stood
quite
there,
a long
you're
time, that
thinking,
though,
like,
innit?
what's that? Because I didn't
Right,
know
come on.
there's someone back there, and the food was really hot and cold.
Microwave job.
yeah, yeah.
That's a microwave.
It was a microwave job. It was
Just the
all
outside
over.
of it's
Luckily, I
warm,
didn't
the
get ill.
inside.
But as I
Yeah.
was sat there thinking, I've already ordered this. I might be finished here. And
Right.
luckily, I was all right.
Sometimes
How was your
the best
fecality
meals.
in the
My
morning?
fecality was
In the morning.
explosive at best. Yeah, no, it wasn't even that bad. Somehow I got away with it. But it was one of those places that I wouldn't go there unless I was absolutely bladdered now.
Yeah.
Terrifying. Absolutely
No,
terrifying.
I know what you
Spices,
mean.
shout at them.
I don't eat at them places anymore since I stopped drinking.
Do you not?
Not really.
Can we talk a bit about football?
No.
Yeah,
on.
we can.
No.
Go on then.
I want to talk about the two kind of lanes that seem to be opening up at the moment. Two sides of the chasm at Manchester United. And not that anyone's saying everything's great, but yesterday after the game, there was two very different responses. Roy Keane and Gary Neville, both United legends,
Yes.
played together, I don't know how many games together. How many games do you think they played together?
Roy Keane
300?
and Gary Neville, right? Keano was 90, so he's 93, 94 till 2005, is it, Mako? Yeah.
Who's that? Keano?
Keano.
2005.
2005.
January 2005. Last game was at Liverpool. 0-0 draw.
Thank you.
Alright.
Gary Neville comes in 94, 95.
Yeah.
I think towards the end of that season. A
So
little bit before. some
Probably
of the
10
others.
years together.
Yeah, I go 10 years.
So probably 300 plus games together?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think I think that's about right.
Yeah.
I give you that.
And both talk of the same pool of experiences with quite regularly. Neville, after the game, was talking about how he's seen a lot of promising signs from Man United. That after the game, he can see signs of improvement. He sees that United are a team that are getting better, that should have won the game, were in control against Aston Villa. And Roy Keane is more down the, I'm glad that they lost because they deserve to get humbled. Angle.
Yeah,
He sort of said they got exposed and I'm glad they did.
He was more say if he thinks he doesn't like how United defend.
What even is
goals.
that? Like,
Kinos.
But the way he said it sounds a bit.
I heard a little clip of that before. And I was like, oh, what the fuck? Yeah.
Do you know what's funny about
I like
Keano?
people getting punished.
Tries to pretend he's not a United fan because obviously he's used to sports Spurs and all that kind of stuff. He acts like he don't care about United, but he does so much.
Yeah, he does.
Gets wound up, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And he's not like some other former United players who have got, like Beckham. He is a United fan, but he's got big experiences at other clubs that could maybe have. Roy Keane is 100% a United fan.
Yeah.
He spent all of his best years at Man United. I know he probably likes Forest and
he's a Celtic
as well, but like his big body of work was Man United, wasn't it? Like I completely.
But yeah,
100%.
like you can see the way he talks. Whenever he talks about his career and whenever he talks about, come down to Old Trafford or whatever, when he talks about games and stuff, it's about United, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because I know he was at Forest and that was his start, but he's a United.
How did he end up at Forest?
Through Cove. Is it Cove Ramblers?
Cove Ramblers.
Yeah.
Cove Ramblers signed him. So that's when people were sweeping up all the good players in Ireland.
Brian Clough was just straight in the team. No dramas. Almost like immediately.
What did you make of the two different kind of responses to it, though, Jay?
I think it's United fans, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's the fan base.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Polarised.
this table. Like, you've got the deflated ones who've just had enough. You've got the ones who've been questioning it for months and are yet to see anything that's convinced them otherwise. You've got the ones that are positive, who remain positive and can see the green shoots. And you've got people like me who just, like, try to motivate myself to see the positives, but it's a bit of a struggle. Like, that's where I'm at, that's where you're at, and that's where the lads are at. So it's no surprise that you've got two legends who are kind of split.
In the middle, isn't
it? Like there is positive signs. Like, forgive me, Mackie, but I'm going to talk about football. Yesterday there were some good signs. Cunha getting a goal, Martinez getting on the pitch and doing well in that role. One or two other things as well. However, we lost.
Yeah.
Again. So it's not great.
No.
And we're 10 points behind Aston Villa, who are a team that I actually think we're almost the same levels in terms of the personnel.
Yeah.
I do.
Do you know what's mad about the Villa game though? Because I went into it saying if we drew that game, I would have thought that was a really good result.
I said that, and people accuse me of lowering the standards at Manchester United Football Club.
And that's coming from me. I was worried about it because I can't be disingenuous. Look at the players that we had missing in terms of a whole right side with Ahmed and Mbeumo, no Casemiro, De Ligt, Maguire, obviously centre-half, young centre-half pairing in Euro and Heaven, obviously with Luke Shaw, who's still basically an auxiliary centre-back at this point. Is he a centre-back now? Is he a left-back? Really?
Luke
He's
Shaw?
not like a specialist centre-half, is he? Do you know what I mean? So I looked at him and thought, Maney was injured as well, and I kind of thought, if we even draw this game, that's a good result, because I feel like everyone thought that Villa were favourites to win. They've won however many games they have won in a row.
10.
And then when the game started playing out, I don't think they deserved to win. I thought we deserved more than what we got. I think the performance was actually fairly decent. I think we definitely played better than them. And that's what kind of irks me a little bit, because it kind of sucks you in, gives you that little bit of hope, because you're looking at it and you're thinking, Amorim tweaked the setup a little bit. He showed that he's actually got a little bit of adaptability about him in terms of what he did with the midfield three, because we thought we'd get overrun in there, and he kind of put Ugarte in and he almost made a little triangle where he put Bruno and Mount in front of him. And he kind of confused Villa. I feel like he was quite clever tactically. But then, obviously, it comes down to like the quality and the personnel problem that we do have in terms of Rodgers punishing us, and then we having players that didn't, and also the defending could have been better. But I actually left that game thinking, we've lost, we're conceding goals at an alarming rate still. We're looking bleak in terms of going forward with Bruno injured now, and obviously players not available for the next few games. And it's a loss. But then I looked at the performance and thought, for the most part, it wasn't that bad. But then, at the end of the day, a loss is a loss. So it's just a bit disheartening.
It is disheartening, but I definitely feel like yesterday is the one. You said it, Joe. You said, don't need an inquest of the manager every week, and I get that. But of all the games we've had that have been disappointing results, I feel like that was the last one I'd go, right, that's all on Amorim. Because I feel like you can't account as a manager for a defender not being a little bit tighter to the attacker when he's scored a goal and then he does the same goal again. You can't account for your £62 million attacker not being able to score a header from 5 yards out. And I like Mateus Cunha, I'm not trying to dig him out, but that was a poor miss. Yeah. Like, these are things that I'm not putting on the manager. Also, Bruno Fernandes getting injured. That never happens. That's unreal. And also, before the game, this would have been Mainoo's start, finally, in the Premier League this season. And he's injured as well. It's just like, come on. Not to mention the fact you got all over players missing.
We've dropped 14 points from the last 8 games.
I mean, look, that's not good enough. I'm not pretending it is. It's fucking annoying. The only... Oh, no, it's not even a saving grace because we didn't get any points yesterday. I was going to say at least we weren't leading and dropped points, but we didn't win, so it's fucking pointless.
Do you know what's also the annoying thing alongside that I'm saying that the performance was decent? It kind of there's that annoying element of it, like Villa were able to beat us whilst playing shit. So there's also that angle of it as well,
but
which
I
is
think
kind of...
It's too hot, this cold.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm sweltering. Remember when Stormzy went on Graham Norton and he was just sweating?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm like that.
This is like...
Yeah, especially with the hat on as well, because I'm not a hat guy.
No, absolutely not. One thing I would say though, Ronnie, I think part of the reason they weren't particularly good is because we were decent and we stopped them from being particularly good. I know they still
looks like they got caught out a little bit with our shape off the ball.
Partly to do with United, yeah.
Well, we did that in the last game of last season, didn't we?
Against Villa. Yeah.
Basically outplayed them.
Yeah. Like,
that was the Emi Martinez that I wanted to see yesterday, by the way, because he was all right yesterday. He didn't do anything wrong.
Usually he's always got a little bit of a howler
I
in
remember
him.
like at Old Trafford last season where he needlessly got himself sent off by taking Rasmus Højlund out of the game.
yeah, I love doing that.
I thought he might be a bit dodgy yesterday, but he was fine.
But do you know, on the defensive side of it, how he's not worried about like the numbers? Obviously, we've
massively.
Only one clean sheet in 17.
Our defence is just
one clean sheet all season
Massively
in all
worried about
competitions, and then there's one clean sheet in 17 league games. We conceded 28 goals in 17. On the current trajectory, we will concede more goals than United have conceded since 78-79. And as I said,
some good knowledge there.
I'm not gonna lie to you.
No.
That definitely needs sorting out. And the thing is, people obviously point towards the fact that we've had the lit injured, and
He was the captain in 78-79.
Buchan.
Good lad. Hey, Martin Buchan. Knows his stuff, Ronnie, don't you? Doubt him.
You know what? I get all this information from Jay upstairs.
I mean,
but anyway, because he knows he's the oracle. But anyway, it's more so the fact that I feel like we've had this issue all season. So it's not just massively. It's not just appeared once defenders got injured and we've had to start Aiden Heaven and then experienced players at the back. We've just kind of had it.
One
just
clean
kind of had
sheet.
an
It's
issue
almost
the whole
doesn't
time.
count, does it?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous that. We had that when we've had Maguire and De Ligt and everyone available was still conceding goals. I thought changing the goalkeeper would fix the problem, but it hasn't really. I'm not blaming Celo Lemons, but
It's too easy to run through the middle of us.
Yeah, it's just.
And then when you've got your two wide centre backs and you've got your wing backs that are already up the pitch, there's massive gaps in between the defenders as well. So then if your midfield disappears, you've just got 3 centre backs leaving big holes in the middle, getting attacked. Luke Shaw usually going missing somewhere. Ugarte's on his arse somewhere. Just
Tough
wide
stuff.
open. It's easy to score against
Tough
us.
stuff.
It is too easy to score against us,
It is.
massively. Jay, we've got a sponsor for today.
Yes, we have. This episode is brought to you by Think. We've all heard plenty about the dangers of drink driving over the years, but not as much about drug driving. The truth is, it's just as serious. Drugs mess with your reactions, your focus, and affect your judgment. Basically, everything you need to drive safely. Even if you think you feel fine, your body and brain say otherwise. Some drugs can stay in your system for longer than you might expect, sometimes for days, even weeks after you've taken them. And here's the thing, the police are testing more people than ever at the roadside if they suspect drug driving. It's a simple swipe and it comes back positive. If it comes back positive, you're facing a minimum 12-month driving ban, an unlimited fine and a criminal record. That could mean losing your job, struggling to afford or even get car insurance in the future, and problems travelling to countries like the USA. It's not just about the law either. You could seriously hurt yourself or someone else. It only takes one bad decision to change everything. So make a plan before you go out, book a cab, use a rideshare app, crash at a mate's sofa, or just hand your keys to someone you trust. Look out for yourself and your mates. It's not worth the risk. For more info, go to think.gov.uk. Think, don't put drugs in the driving seat. There's a link in the description.
Very nice. Thank you very much for that, Jay. Just on United then, and we're talking
Yes.
about improving and trying to get back to being, one of the best teams in England, best teams in the world, all
Do you
that
remember
stuff
them
that we
days
want to
when
do.
we took it for granted,
Yeah.
and now we're shit. Go on. Sorry.
Like we needed reminders.
Sorry.
From going from where we were, not just necessarily last season, because that was a particularly horrific, just from, let's say, where we have been roughly, we've kind of flirted around this, up into Europe, down to 6th or 7th, up. That's been our kind of trajectory, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Ping-ponging up and down there. To go up to the next step, and to go back to winning league titles and being at the top year after year after year, if that is to ever happen again, would you expect us to have a season like this? Do you think what we're seeing now can be kind of congruous with United coming back? Because in the past we've seen players managers papering over the cracks a little bit. We've seen older players come in. We've seen results but not performances. Do you think that what we're seeing now could be the start of something better, where we are approaching big games on the front foot? We go away to Aston Villa, we have more of the ball, we have more shots, more possession, more chances. Or do you think that we're just seeing naive football that is basically at its limit in terms of where we're going to be under this manager?
What will the barometer of success be? Is it like top 4, or what is it?
I mean, this season, I think that's a personal thing, isn't it?
I just mean in the next couple seasons, next few seasons. What do you reckon?
Go on, what do you think, Jay?
I think in answer to your question, it's probably. I'm hoping it's the former. I'm hoping I'm seeing something that is moving forward and building towards something. There's not a lot of evidence to support that at the minute, is it? And it does feel naive. It does feel like a little bit gung-ho at times, and then, yeah, great, we've scored 4 goals, but we've conceded 4. Yeah, great, we've scored at Villa Park, but we've also conceded 2, so we haven't won out. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it is hard to really get optimistic. There's little moments, there's little signs. You talked about adaptability there, Ronnie, with the manager. You've seen some players who are looking like better, but then for every positive I've got, there's a negative. For every positive, I can go. I said it on the podcast we shot earlier. But say Cunha's looking more like the player we saw at Wolves. But then I could also say that Lenny Ori, who I love, is looking like a player who's lost his way a little bit. Now I'm sure long term he's going to be fine. I'm not questioning him, but he's not in a great bit of form. Mason Mount's having a great season. He is. He's probably having a season that has surprised a lot of people. But Kobbie Mainoo's not featured this season, and I expected him to play a big part in what Ruben Amorim's going to do. So for every positive, there's a negative. It feels at the minute. And one thing I will say is that this season, this league is there for the taking for top 5. It is. Yes, City and Arsenal have, already doing what they're doing. But we're just taking it for granted. Like, Villa are 10 points ahead of us. Why though? Like, why are they so far ahead of us? We should be in that mix. We beat Chelsea. We beat Sunderland. They're both above us. We should be in the mix more than we are. Liverpool. Yeah, I forgot about that. They're above us now, aren't they? Yeah. So we should be in that mix, because this isn't a season where everyone's like the top 4 or 5 teams are smashing it. Not in the way they have done in the past. I know the top 2 are, but we should be in that mix. So it's really frustrating. It just feels up and down.
Coin flip football, innit?
It is.
And if you are pretty much a coin flip team, what does that kind of point towards in terms of a league table finish?
Probably where we're at.
Mid-table.
And it's not.
I mean, you're a cup team.
Yeah, and that's the problem. We're a cup team, but we're not, because we're out of one of the only 2 cups we're in. We fell at the first hurdle against Grimsby Town.
So let's say, Ronnie, that United have brought in a manager that would go on to win the league in 2 years. Because I don't think any manager could take the team we had last season and be challenging this season. I think that would be an insane ask of anyone. I don't think that's possible. What would you expect us to be playing like now? I don't mean tactically, I mean in terms of the types of results and the types of performance we'd be seeing. Were we on the right path?
It's obviously still a transitional period, so that's obviously always going to be rocky, but you still have to see like a sense of direction. Obviously a lot of people do compare last season and say obviously there's been improvement to last season. I've always been one that said even before the season started that I feel like there will be a little bit of an over praise for improvement, because realistically, if you're Manchester United and you finish 15th, can you do anything else but improve, really, the following season? You've got to contextualise it a little bit. Everyone's like, yeah, but we're better than last season. We improved to last season. Well, I'd expect us to be better than 15th place when we spent 200 million on our attack, and we obviously look better going forward. You just want to see almost like a linear. I know it won't always be, but for me, when I look at Amorim's setup at United and from what I've seen so far, I'm difficult to kind of figure out how good we can actually end up being in terms of the ceiling with him. And where do you see? That's why I asked you before. Is it top 4? Is it consistent top 4 placings? Is it getting towards challenging the top 2? Like, what is the? Because the reason why I say that is because a lot of the managers that have failed in the past since Fergie, they've all had top 4 finishes pretty much. Most of them, the likes of Ollie, Ten Hag,
all the permanent
Mourinho,
managers have, I think.
all the permanent managers pretty much have, and they've still ended up not being good enough in the end.
Yeah.
It's like Amorim's still yet to even achieve that. Do you know what I mean? I know obviously the standards have dropped, and that's something I've always been trying to fight against.
But that's what I mean. So
like,
that's what I'm saying. What would you expect it to look like? Because obviously finishing top 4, whilst it might keep you your job, hasn't been an indicator that you are the guy to take us back to challenging.
That's why I've always mentioned.
So it's not. I'm not saying that therefore not finishing means you are. Obviously that's ridiculous, absurd logic. But what I'm saying is, a third place finish isn't indicative of a long-term job at Manchester United.
Yes.
They've all been sacked after 3rd, 4th or 2nd place finishes. So I'm trying to think, what should it look like right now if we are to be building a more long-term version of a rebuild, not just a 3rd place finish, 6th place sacked, which is the trend that they've all had.
The question,
that's what it's up for interpretation, obviously, but that's what if we're worried that the guy isn't the right guy, what should it be looking like now? What's missing? I know there's loads missing, but in terms of this being a transitional season, Adam, what would you expect to be seeing that you aren't?
I'd expect to see, especially with the fact that we've got 1 game a week, I'd expect to see there look like there's been gradual improvements throughout the season, and I don't think there has been. Yes, we've improved in certain aspects, but it's all very hit and miss. You kind of don't know what to expect from 1 week to the other. Could put that down to maybe a few injury issues, you're missing players and all those kind of things. But generally, even when we've had close to a full squad, we haven't been great.
No.
I think the forward line has improved, but like Ronnie pointed out, we've signed a brand new forward line. Like, they kind of had to improve us, right? Otherwise, it was baffling what we were doing in the first place. I don't know, I just think there needs to be a progression in the way we're playing, the performances we're putting in. Obviously, results have to get better if you're doing those things. And then you get into the Champions League or you get into the top 5, 6, and then move on from there. But people that seem to go all the time are winning the league. We're not going to win the league for 5, 10 years. Like, if you have 1 good season, just 1 good season, settle everything down, get Champions League football, you're not that far off. Like, it doesn't take that long. Like we spoke about, like Villa I'm not saying Villa are going to win the league this year either. They got relegated 5 years ago. Like, they've come in those 5 years, they've made themselves a Champions League team. Like, United, especially with the resources they have available, the players they should be able to attract to the club, all those kind of things, we should be able to build a team that can get into the Champions League in a year or 2 and then push on and challenge. Like, we should be able to do that. And I just don't see at the moment, like, I don't even, you don't look at the system and go, we're getting the system, we're getting better, the football's starting to flow, this is a system that can be a threat in the Premier League in Europe. You don't ever feel that way. You look at the system and you go, we don't win back-to-back games often. Sometimes we're good, sometimes we're shit, we can beat anyone can beat us. I think we're always going to be that way, like with this system. And with the way we play football. The defence is left way too open with the midfield that's in front of them. People can score quite easily against us. Like, and we're struggling because our main creative outlets are Patrick Dorgu and Diogo Dalot most of the time. Like, that should never be the case. I think Dorgu was okay against Villa. And I think Dalot's shown some signs of improvement in the last couple of weeks, but those shouldn't be your outlets on the pitch. And I think in this system, that's always going to be the way. Now, do you bring in a Semenyo who now he's your outlet instead of Patrick Dorgu? Amad Diallo on the right-hand side. Suddenly you've got proper attacking players in those positions. But then what about at the back? What about at the back? Because once we move forward as a team and those wing-backs get in those higher positions, your midfield's then moving forward, your centre-backs are moving forward. Got big gaps. And we haven't got the players. And I think it's just one of those systems, unless you have the perfect player in each position, it's not going to work. And I think the only positions that we have arguably the perfect set of players are in the back three when they're all fit.
Do you know what? Because I did see, there's another stat that I did see about since the Premier League era started.
Is that got it starts we lose?
Yeah, other than that one. Do you know what I mean?
Brutal, that one ain't fuck, you know.
So in the Premier League era, when it comes to like actual people that won the league and been champions, it's almost exclusively the team that's won it has had a top 3 ranked defensive record, and I think the only 2 teams since the Premier League ever started that have won the title not being top 3 was Blackburn and Manchester United, I think in 94, 95, and they had the 4th best defensive record. So you have to, I think, attack wins games, but obviously defence wins championships, and I feel like you have to build the base of your system with a little bit of solidity, and I feel like Amorim's system lacks that. It feels like I feel like we've become quite electric in games and be quite good going forward, and we'll score goals and be a threat to anyone. But I think it's the other side of the game that we might have a struggle with, and I think that's what Roy Keane was alluding to. I mean, you might have issue with what he's saying and the way he says it, but I think United need to improve defensively. I've seen us get better going forward. We definitely look like a threat and we look dangerous. Sometimes we don't always create clear-cut opportunities enough, but we do threaten. But there's just a little bit of a fallibility about the way we play.
That when you have Ahmad on the pitch and Bumo on the pitch, Bruno, Sesko, they're going to play good football. Do you know what I mean? Well, there's going to be periods of time where they link up well and they look because they're clever footballers. Like when Kobe Mainoo came onto the pitch against Bournemouth, he was getting involved in those moves because he's a good footballer. Like, I'm not trying to take anything away from the manager either, but I'm just trying to ask, like, is this just that we've got some good players who can link up quite well in the forward positions? Or is it are you seeing patterns of play that we are consistently repeating, and that's something we've worked on the training pitch, or is it? Because I thought this season, 1 game a week, I thought we'd be so much better than we are. You're preparing every week for a game. Your system should be prepared. The opposition's tactics, this, that, and the other. It doesn't feel like it should.
But then to implement that, you need good players, don't you? And you can't.
Well, sorry. Our centre backs, De Ligt, got issue with him?
No.
Lenny Yoro, Leach, obviously Leach has been injured. Maguire, Aidan Heaven's been okay. I got an issue with Luke Shaw, so I won't even ask you if you've got an issue with him. Mazraoui, pretty good selection of centre backs / some full backs in there, I know.
Yeah.
Your wing back area, all right. Amad Diallo is one of them. Everyone loves Amad.
I think he's good.
On the other side, I think is where we've had an issue. So I won't ask you if you're happy with that. Midfield, it shouldn't be Bruno, and we clearly need someone else alongside him. But Casemiro's been okay.
But I think.
And then the front three pretty much picks itself. Mason Mount's been very good.
Cunha, Bumo.
Is it? Are our players shit? Like,
no, but I would say even the faults and the worries you've expressed there would be enough for us to not be great defensively.
But are they big? Are you looking at this team every week? Okay, I expect maybe not every week, but are you looking at this team more often than that and going, you know, if they just had a left wing back and a central midfielder, they'd be ready. Because you're not. Because you're going, fuck, the defence is so open, they're conceding loads of goals.
So when Amorim came in, did you think we were 5 signings away from challenging?
But I'm not asking us to challenge. I'm asking us to win our home games against Bournemouth and against West Ham and against Everton.
No, but if you beat
I'm not expecting us to win the league.
But if you beat every team that's below you in the league, you win the league. So there is... If for you to not be challenging, you are going to drop some points.
The big thing for me was the Everton game.
And
I don't think my mind's ever changed since that.
I think that's a difficult one. I talked to you about that rattled me. Now I'm not quite as despondent as he is, but I get it. It was a tough one that to take. Yeah. And the sad thing about it is you want to see a reaction after it. And I know we beat Wolves 4-1, and I know we were better at Villa, but we still the 2 subsequent home games against West Ham and Bournemouth, we haven't won either of them. It is a one where you're sort of looking at it just from a sort of visceral point of view where you're going, I want to see a bit more.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I get you can say that the Bournemouth game and the Villa game, there was improvements, and I've spoke about those improvements myself. Yeah. But I understand why people are still like, come on, man, let's see a little bit more than that. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I'm not saying there's nothing like, look, I've seen a Sir Alex Ferguson team lose at Old Trafford many times to teams that are far inferior for us. I've seen us go to Villa Park and play a lot worse than we did yesterday, and also seen us get wins playing a lot worse than we did yesterday. I get all that. It's just you want to see a little bit more of a response when you've got these difficult results, and I think that's why so many people I chat to as well struggle with it. It's just like, come on, man, let's just see a little bit more.
And then I hate to keep bringing it, but the whole academy situation and pushing Maynard, that isn't a Man United manager.
Do you think that's a step in the right direction or yesterday, Maka?
I think
like, to be fair, like,
since he made those comments about...
The most recent action he's done academy-wise is to give 2 players a debut.
He was forced to do that. But since since that the comments he made about Amas and Obi and Maino, which I think were horrendous, I thought his reaction in the next press conference was quite good in what he said and how he dealt with that. I thought he was spot on in what he said. But still, the whole, you've got this talent here in your team, you're not even trying to work it out, or you like.
I do think to be fair to him, I know you say he had to do it at Villa Park. I didn't mean to cut you off, John. But on the watch along, we were talking and we said about bringing on Shea Lacey. I remember you saying it might not be the time to do that, and then he did it. So he didn't have to. Do you know what I mean? Like it's a bit more from that what I see
that Van Gaal had, that Ole had, that Ten Hag had, that Amorim's had, where we weren't annoyed that we lost because there was kids on the pitch. You have to, it's not just enough to just play youngsters. You have to win anyway.
Also, I don't really care if he played them or not. If he doesn't rate them, fair enough. But for me, when you've got a player like Kobbie Mainoo, who's supremely talented, in my opinion, a generational talent, one of the best players we've produced, he's put in the performances that we've seen for club and for country, vital in us winning an FA Cup. And then you go, all right, he has to fight for his spot. Fair enough, that's totally fair. That's how every team should be. But then you see favouritism slipping into some of his team selections. Some players never getting dropped. The fact that the performances and the results are abysmal. The fact that some players get away with bad performances. I've seen a lot of people go, oh, Kobbie played against Grimsby, it was shit. Did you see the rest of them? Somehow all them can kind of get away with that performance, but Kobbie can't. I can't get my head around that.
So who would you
I feel
drop
like every
for
manager in the world would be going, let's try and fight. Give the boy 15, 20 minutes more than what he's been getting here and there, even if he's not starting for you. Like, I just find it a massive oversight. And if you don't see a player there, then I've got to question your talent ID.
I think it was more so not. It's not like everyone's saying that Mainoo should be starting week in, week out. I feel like it was when Yagate was coming on ahead of him instead and stuff like that. That people kind of thinking, your guy is not half. Your guy is not.
The sad thing is as well, all the indications were that Mainoo probably would have got his first start yesterday. Like it looked that way, didn't it?
100%.
It did.
And there's no way he wouldn't have started.
Because at first I thought he's going to stick, but looking at that embargo presser, what he said, the way he handled it, I thought he handled that well too, about the whole fucking dramas and nonsense about the t-shirt. That's the sad thing, and also an even sadder thing now is Mainoo's out for the Newcastle game, and he surely got to start that one if he was fit, because you've told everyone that he's Bruno's keeping him out of the side. Now Bruno's not fit, so that is a frustrating part of all this whole situation with Mainoo as well. Is if we're going to be about more recent rather than let's looking for about right now. This is
Can I go back?
Even then, if we had to rely on Kobbie Mainoo, sorry, Ronnie.
No.
Now when Bruno's injured, he's hardly played any football. It's like, we brought Xerxes in, he started 2 games. He hadn't played any football.
Yeah, you saw it, that Everton game, you could see it. That was a player.
Why aren't you thinking forward to I'm going to need to rely on this squad of players. Let's utilise them. Let's give them some minutes from the bench. Let's rotate a little bit. It doesn't feel like, it feels like we're starting a team every week. Like, I have to get wins. Like, I don't care who gets left out, or if a potential talent gets left out. I don't care about that. We need to get wins now. But then we don't get wins now, and we're not looking to the future either. So what are we doing?
Do you think we would have got more wins if Xerxes played more?
We know, Casemiro isn't going to be here next season.
Yeah.
We know Bruno isn't going to be here next season.
Well, it's
no. We know these things.
Well, we don't know it, do we?
They're more likely than not.
Okay.
So why aren't we thinking about next season? Why aren't we planning for that eventuality?
We won't make it to next season.
But you're going to get sacked anyway because we're not getting results.
But that doesn't mean that doing something that loses you even more games is preferable.
It's like when Bruno gets injured and I'm supposed to be upset by it, which I am. I don't want Bruno to be injured, by the way. I love Bruno Fernandes. But it's like, all right, cool. We're not going to win any more games like we haven't been already. What's going to change? Nothing's going to change. We've been playing shit with Bruno. We'll play shit without him.
But but obviously from last season that there are levels of shit. We're capable of finishing 15th. So if we started Xerxes
we shouldn't have finished 15th.
No, we shouldn't have finished 15th, but we did.
Yeah.
So this squad is capable of doing that, or portions of this squad is. Xerxes and Garnacho were our highest appearance making attackers last season, and Hoyland was the third. We got rid of one, we got rid of the second one, the third one's still here. I don't see a real reason based on all of last season to be dropping Sesko for Xerxes for any real time, unless we have to. And that does put you in a position, I agree, where Xerxes is then looking worse than he would when he does come on, out of necessity. But when should Xerxes have been playing over in Burmo or Sesko or Cunha or Mount?
Well, it wouldn't be in Boom or Cunha, would it? It'd be a
whoever
rotation
then.
with like
Sesko
giving him
then.
15 minutes here and there. It's not like Sesko's been pulling up trees, is it?
Do you know what's mad? You know what's
not,
mad?
but
Apparently, we all want competition.
But if we're
competition.
drawing 1-1 and you take Sesko off for Xerxes or whatever, unless it's fitness related, that would and you don't and you still
Xerxes
don't
started
go into
2
it.
games.
I think that would look mad.
There was the great Pickford save from him getting a goal against Everton, and he scored in the next game against Palace. Like, it's not like he was completely terrible. With more minutes in the tank, he probably performs better than that.
Do you know what? Because what I'm obviously concerned about, obviously even going back to the squad thing, is I don't want kind of drawing at home to the likes of West Ham and Everton and losing the amount of games that we're losing and the lack of wins becoming normalised, because it does feel like it is. Do you know what I mean? I feel like it's always been excused, and obviously
for it to not be normalised, what would that look like?
I need to ask you a question, because we were talking before about like the squad and what do you kind of see as success. If you was to put United's best 16, starting 11 and bench, where do you think they rank in the league with the rest of the?
I think they're about 5th or 6th.
5th or 6th.
I think it's behind Arsenal, Liverpool, City, definitely. I think it's, and then in that next bracket down with the likes of Chelsea, maybe you can put kind of with just probably 5th then, probably 5th. I think we're behind those 4.
5th, okay.
And then I think you've got the stability element and other bits of the likes of Villa and Newcastle and teams like that who could challenge us for those spaces. I think we should be. That's why I think European places are fair. No one here would say that we've got a better squad than Liverpool, City, or Newcastle or Arsenal, would they?
No.
So it's
some people have been trying to argue that United
Chelsea
have a better attacking trio than Arsenal.
That's a separate argument. Maybe it is.
Well,
but the whole
Bumo's
squad
better
is
than Saka.
So
Gyökeres is shit.
all right. So
yeah,
Cunha's better
I think
than
we're probably
whoever's on the
5th, and then in that conversation for 6th or 7th because of other factors like Eddie Howe's Newcastle team is a well-oiled team that knows what it's doing. It's not a better squad than ours, but they're a team that's...
They've been terrible this season.
Yeah, they have, but, you know...
Yeah, because
at the start of the season, you said, yeah.
Because I feel like there's kind of this false pretense that the United squad from a personnel standpoint is worse than it is. I feel like I've been harping on about it. I don't care what people say. I actually fully believe that. And
so where do you think it is?
I honestly think the way I've seen the season play out with the rest of the way teams have looked, I went into the season thinking we don't have European football. We're playing 1 game a week. That is meant to be, and usually is traditionally, a massive advantage for a team, especially the size and calibre United with the players that you have. And I thought our rivals, such as currently in terms of positions, you say if you look at the top 3 as a lot, and you like Liverpool, Arsenal, City, not Chelsea, and then you reckon it's like a bit of a toss up with us, Villa, Spurs, Newcastle, and Chelsea.
Yeah.
What massive advantage do we have on those? We don't have European football,
but we are,
and I don't think the squads of those teams are definitely better than United's. I don't believe that.
No.
I think there's a massive opportunity here for United to kind of cement themselves, finishing at least 5th, probably. And the way I've seen the season play out is I feel like a lot of the other teams even look a little bit weaker than I expected, and it just feels like we aren't capitalising. Everyone looked at this recent run that we had of games and said, United have a chance here to make some serious strides to stand us in good stead going into the new year. And then what's happened? Dropped 14 points in the last 7 games, like you said. And it just feels like disappointment after disappointment, and it feels like it's just not.
That
it's just
game
not good
I thought
enough.
was something as well.
Yeah.
And then to see the performances that we saw against, I've said the team, so Bournemouth and Wolves, and well, not Wolves, West Ham and Everton. Yeah. It's like, what went from that to that? Brighton are a better team than all of them. What happened?
But no one knows, do they? That's the problem. It's confidence. It's a bit of luck. It's someone being informed. It's a little injury
we
here.
Have to keep
it's all
relying
sorts.
on luck.
Well, everyone relies on luck.
We haven't been unlucky for 12 years.
No.
Do you know what I mean?
No, but that's the difference. So if we go to
years.
Ten Hag's second season, he finished 3rd in his first full season. First season. Finished 3rd, won a trophy. Really good.
Do you think Amorim could
season,
do what Ten Hag did with those teams?
What?
My question is
finish 3rd and
basically, do you think Amorim's better than Ten Hag? 3rd, 4th, 5th? 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, 25th, 26th, 27th, 28th, 29th, 30th, 31st, 32nd, 33rd, 34th, 35th, 36th, 37th, 38th, 39th, 40th, 41st, 42nd, 43rd, 44th, 45th, 46th, 47th, 48th, 49th, 50th, 51st, 52nd, 53rd, 54th, 55th, 56th, 57th, 58th, 59th, 60th, 61st, 62nd, 63rd, 64th, 65th, 66th, 67th, 68th, 69th,
I think
Because I'm not sure.
I think in terms of what we need as a club, yes, I do.
Would Amorim have
do.
got third place in a League Cup or whatever it was?
And then get sacked 18
No,
months later?
forget the sacking happening, because he's going to get sacked anyway, isn't he? The sacking's about a year down the road. Would he have done what Ten Hag did at
I
that time?
don't think Amorim would be willing to give up on his principles and play a different way for the sake of short-term
I'm not
gain
saying
like
Ten Hag was
did.
perfect,
I think
and
that's
I
what
had
Ten Hag
issues with
did.
Ten Hag.
I think that's what Ten Hag did, and I think that's why we had some good success, because we carried on playing the way that, basically not quite the same, a similar way to the team was used to. When he tried to change it, it went wrong and he got sacked. And I don't think Amorim would do that. So for that reason, no, I don't think he would. If you gave him that team, he wouldn't finish third and win a Carabao Cup with it. I don't think he would now.
Like, we're supposed to be trying to get a better manager than last time. I'm still not sure if we have.
Just hope that there can be some sort of learning, because it's a difficult job and people say you shouldn't learn on the job, but you've got to at United. He's not comparable coming from Sporting to United. It's completely different. And it's the same for all these coaches as well that he's brought with him. They've never been at a club like Manchester United before. So I'm hoping he is learning and he is growing. That's what my hope is. Because that's the only way we're going to get success. Is if he does, people say you shouldn't learn on a job. Of course you should. In any role you should learn.
Yeah.
And he's going from a club that's, yes, it's one of the biggest in Portugal, but being one of the biggest in Portugal isn't the same as being one of the biggest in the world. No. And it's certainly not. Winning the first title in Sporting for 9 years, whatever it is, isn't the same as trying to win the first title at Manchester United for 12 years. It's completely different. It is. So my hope is that he can learn and grow and sort of realise where he's going wrong and realise what he's got to do right and develop from there. That's what I'm hoping. Because otherwise he's doomed.
Do you know what the facts are?
Go on.
Based on wins, losses, win percentage, whatever, he's United's worst manager.
Yeah, no, sorry, I didn't know that.
That's literally a quantifiable fact.
Yeah. I understand that. I understand
based
that.
on win percentage.
And also, that last season was the worst season we've ever had in the Premier League.
So I don't think it's actually insane.
We know like that.
I'm asked about the Ten Hag Amorim comparison. Right now, he's not better than him.
You've just got to hope. And also, going back to the...
Would you swap him back then?
No, Ten Hag wasn't good enough.
If they were the only two managers in the world, who would you pick?
Stephen House.
What? Get out.
I'd probably pick Amorim.
Yeah. Because
of the idea, though.
Yes, because of what But what we need is a club that is built to win. And he's built to control games and to win games. And I think that at least Amorim is trying to do that. Certainly off the pitch, I think he's trying to
he's done a lot of good
what Man
things.
United is. I don't think Ten Hag did.
I think he's done a lot of good things, but not many of them have been on the pitch.
I agree.
And it's been a long time. I don't really count those results last season towards his record. Maybe different in that. Kind of give him a buy for that, which is probably mental anyway. But
I think you're not alone on that. A lot of people have.
We have to be seeing something better. The results aren't getting better. Are the performances getting better? Very small improvements here and there. Maybe I want something too quick, but when people go, do you want us to just challenge for the league? That's not what I'm saying. But beat Everton with 10 men.
First 25 against Bournemouth, though. I think that's
one of the worst West Ham.
I think that's one of the best United performances.
It was really good
as peaks and goal. That 25 minutes against Bournemouth, that's as good as the 25 minutes I've seen from United team in, 10 years.
We conceded 4.
So it makes Amorim an interesting person to kind of analyse, because you've seen peaks like that, and it's like, can that be sustained?
But then that's why I asked: is it because we've got decent players?
But if you bring up the floor of the team, so that peak is obviously never going to be at your peak all the time. But you're within the band of which you can play, starts higher and ends higher. Then United can expect to win. Instead of it being 4-0, it's 4-1 that game, and you don't miss those chances, and you're not so sloppy in transition defensively. We penned them in, we won the ball back, we scored goals, we looked phenomenal for half an hour. Yeah. Half an hour is not enough, but half an hour is still real, tangible time that we did something for. So. What do you do? What can the manager and Ineos do?
I've not forgot it.
To extend? No, of course you're So what can we do to extend that 30 minutes to 50 minutes to 70 minutes to 2 games in a row to 10 to 50 games in a row? If you want to be a top team, you've got to do that every week. I think a bit more time, trusting the players, bringing new players in as well that aren't to replace the ones that aren't good enough, That's going to get you somewhere there. And then if we see that the manager's holding us back, or even with great defenders and great midfielders, we're still conceding loads of goals, then I would understand. You go, actually, this manager's not up to it. But 4 transfers into his tenure,
but then
I don't think is the time to say these improvements aren't worth anything, because not everything is better. I think.
I don't.
But then shouldn't some of the younger players be improving as well? Like Lenny Yarrow hasn't got better.
Well,
like, you know what I mean? Like, is he
his time at Lille? I think
we know he's a supremely talented kid. He hasn't got better.
But I think right now he's in a bit of a bad run of form. But I think he has had times where he looked like he was getting a lot better. I thought earlier this season he was looking excellent. He's having a bit of a bad run of form, but that's.
I don't know, man. I hope I'm wrong. I just don't see it happening.
Could he be a bridge manager then? Because I spoke about this before. Do you know what I mean? Like
Stamford Bridge.
Yeah, like someone that probably can he stabilise United as a top 4 presence consistently, getting towards challenging and just being the guy that doesn't get us over the hill in the future? Then you.
But we've had
go again.
managers that supposedly did that, right? And we always allow them to ruin the work before they leave.
I feel sorry for a lot of the managers we've had, because they were built teams that were shit. And we wasted money. And just when Solskjaer looked like he might be on something...
But Ten Hag, for example, was responsible for most of the signings we made. That was his own doing.
I'm not, and I don't feel sorry for him on Højlund and Anthony.
I do feel like the signings we've made under Amorim are a bit more almost manager-proof than they were under previous regimes. You know, like, I think Brian and Mbeumo can play well for any manager.
Yeah,
ditto Litz class. Ditto Mateus Cunha. I don't feel like, you know, like in the past where it's like, well, this manager's got this player and then the next manager comes in and can't work with him, he's terrible, or he's not going to suit my system. I think these players are a little bit more future-proof. Also, we haven't gone out and spent, you know, X amount of money on a 29-year-old or a 30-year-old or whatever. They've tended to be a little bit younger, so you're going to get 3, 4, 5, 6 years out of them or whatever. So that's a positive that I see from Ineos. Not all sunshine and rainbows, because obviously they bought Manu, the guy who I think most of us can agree isn't good enough. But it does feel like the signings have been better. So whether it works out or not, I think the next manager is going to have a decent group of players there that he can work with. Whereas in the past, some managers have got to United and it's been like, Jesus, what's going on here?
And it's back kicking on again as well, because next season, if we get Europe, Joel, I'll just get you off, is can then
You're
United...
You're going to get Europe, it's going to be Conference League, you know.
Yes, can...
not bother.
It's the only one we've not won.
It's the test. Can United then do Thursday?
That's a negative, that being in that.
But I think as well, even as potentially even more fundamentally than the transfers, the other stupid thing we did is we signed managers that had completely contrasting visions of how to play football. You had Jose, who would focus on the opposition, stop them doing what they're trying to do, and let your attackers win you the game, you know, using their flair and sort of creativity. Then you had Solskjaer, Van Gaal, sorry, before that, who wanted to press high, control the game in the opposition half. And it's like, no, that's not going to work. We need big players who can defend their own box. Get me Pogba, get me Matic, get me Lukaku, you know, all these sort of big guys. And then you get Solskjaer in, who wants to play this sort of free-flowing, sort of light, agile, counter-attacking stuff. And then you get Ten Hag in, who again wants to play high-pressing, high-up-the-pitch stuff. I think at least if Amorim leaves in the next 12 months or 2 years, the next manager will have a much closer, much more overlap Venn diagram of ideals than the back and forth that we've done in the last decade. So even if it's not Amorim, it'll be someone that can use these players.
I think
much more,
that makes a lot of sense. It really does. And you know, hopefully it is Amorim. But
hopefully it is.
We'll see.
I hope I'm wrong, but
Wally of the week.
Oh yes, Wally of the week. What are we thinking? Has anyone got one that jumps out? Jay for taking his hat off, first of all.
Sorry. He was about to give a serious message. He didn't feel apt with.
He was on VAR. He was a VAR ref for the Saliba pen. That wasn't good.
That was a pen, innit?
That was a stone wall pen.
We had one like that against Leon, wasn't it? Casemiro got kicked under his boot.
Oh yeah.
Whoever the VAR referee was that said that wasn't a pen, it's him.
Who's yours?
Romero.
Oh wow, what a clown.
Todger he is.
What a knobhead. Honestly, they were going to get an equaliser there, even though that 10 men. They were all over him. And he goes and does that, just needlessly. And it pisses me off, right? Because against United, he suddenly finds his mojo, doesn't he? And it's like he looks mint. And everyone else, every other time I've watched him, he's looked shy.
He was really good against Newcastle as well.
Well, there you go.
Scored an over a kick and a diving header.
I missed that one.
Loose cannon, man.
He is a loose cannon, though. He's one of them as well, that bit of my mould, really, so I can't criticise him too much. But like, if you're losing or something, he'll just go and get booked to feel good.
Yeah.
And to look like he's
fair enough, right? Getting booked to feel good, but when you're on a yellow, don't go and get booked again.
Yeah,
to
and you're
feel
the
good.
team with all the momentum.
You know what Roy Keane said? Sometimes I just go kick someone.
Yeah.
That's how I feel better.
It was mad.
That
I
was
feel like
so annoying,
if he didn't get sent off, the way that game was going, I think Tottenham might have won that.
Like, no, you know what? I could have seen that they were all
It's like
over
there's
it.
an echo in it. Fuck it up.
Oh, sorry, I zoned out. You know me.
You know what? I did that thing as well.
Yeah.
I just don't acknowledge it. I just say like it hasn't just been said.
I think. Oh.
Who's yours?
I don't know.
Come on.
Me, go on.
Just
I know you've hated
you.
this week, yeah.
No, I like that. I'm happy to disagree with you.
Uncensored
Don't make, me,
partnership.
don't make me like you any less. Just Lady Luck, that little witch, not letting us win games. Bollocks.
Loser.
This loser. No,
That's the most Joel Wally of the week ever.
no.
innit?
I think
Lady Luck not letting us win matches.
no. I think the Villa game was annoying, and we should have done better. But they were lucky. I'm not saying we didn't deserve to concede because we could have done things better, but they had some fortune in that game planning out and then winning 2-1. I think it was lucky.
You make your own luck, son.
Go on then. Who's your Wally of the week?
Don't know. I think I said it, didn't I?
You said it.
Who?
Who was it?
You didn't say it.
You did. You did.
You said Romero.
Romero. I did the
did
VAR.
the
Oh,
VAR
Andrew
guy.
Tate, he's a good one. Getting
Oh, yeah, he
beaten
got
up,
beat
the
up.
absolute dickhead.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Loser.
And then turned really philosophical. You know what? Wallies of the week, so anyone that fucking pays attention to what that clown says and does. We've got the real Andy Tate here. That Andy Tate is a fucking fraud. And you that listen to him are fucking idiots. Merry Christmas. Go fuck yourselves.
Merry Christmas, go fuck yourselves. There's the
Here says a
message
full
that I
name
get on
hugger.
my Christmas card.
Here says a full name hugger. Who's yours then? You got anyone?
I've said it.
What's yours?
VAR guy.
VAR.
Okay.
He
Yeah,
did
of
the
course.
VAR guy. He did Andrew Tate. You did
Lady
Lady
Luck.
Luck. And I did Christian Romero.
I love it.
Yeah.
So we all did. We did people that exist.
Christian Romero exists. What
Yeah.
Yeah.
do you think luck doesn't exist?
Lady Luck.
There's
Lady
this whole
Luck.
song about it
Luck be a lady tonight.
and the rest.
Class.
Right, thank you very much everyone for joining us.
Well done, Joseph.
This is the last
Paddock
Paddock
Podcast.
podcast. Is it of the year?
Right, what date
We'll
is
be
it
here for
today?
next week. No, we'll be here next week.
next week, innit?
Yeah, it's the last one before Christmas, so happy Christmas and happy holidays for those who aren't celebrating Christmas as well. Adam, it's been a pleasure. Ronaldo, as always, and Jay, thank you very much. Thank you very much for joining us at home. This has been the Paddock Podcast. See you in a bit.